Hey guys, this video I'll be ranking every Razer mouse I've used from God tier down into garbage tier, and we have 8 of them as well. And yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe, and also if I do mess up saying anything, I do apologize if I stutter or forget what I'm trying to say. I will try my best to correct myself in this video. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy the video. Please subscribe because it really helps me out. And now let's go right into the video. So the first mouse is going to be the Razer Viper Ultimate. I'd say it is probably I'm gonna say D tier. It's not garbage tier. So for one, is that this mouse released, I believe, in 2019, and it has black colorway, a white colorway, a quartz or pink colorway, and also a cyberpunk colorway, which they did not make anymore. But when this mouse released, oh, Razer's trying to take on Logi, taking the wireless space with. It wasn't G Pro Superlight at that point. It was like the original G Pro wireless, because the Superlight didn't release until 2021. And this mouse does have side buttons on left and right, but the problem is the rubberized side grips is what people didn't really like about the mouse, and also how the side buttons were they felt like they were inside of the shell because it was so hard to press side buttons. So personally, I didn't have the issue pressing the side buttons on the mouse, and also I didn't have an issue where I was just accidentally press on the side buttons on the right side on the mouse. This mouse does have Razer's Gen 1 optical switches, or Gen 2 optical switches, depending on when you got the mouse. Mine does have the Gen 1 optical switches, but people said they're mostly one up, but personally I didn't really have an issue with them. I believe they're a little bit lighter than the Clicks on G Pro Wireless, but it does have micro USB as well, but it's lighter at 74 grams. It does have RGB only on the logo. It was under $50 if you got the charging dock as well, which is nice. The charging dock also does act like a wireless receiver, so because it does have a USB port on the charging dock as well, but the mouse does charge with micro USB, and you do have to have a micro USB cord to plug into the charging dock, because both of them only do support micro USB. So that's one thing I really like, is that I use micro USB for $150 mouse. But yeah, so I'm putting a D tier. I mean, it's still real good shape, but personally I will not recommend this mouse in 2025. And now let's get on to the next mouse. The next mouse is going to be the Razer Basilisk V3 Pro. And this is my mouse I use to edit all my videos and whatnot, or scroll around whenever I'm not playing any games. I wouldn't say it's God tier, but I'll probably say it's A tier most likely. Mine does have the 30K DPI sensor, not the Focus Pro 35K that's on the Viper V3 Pro. But it does have USB-C. I like the scroll wheel. I like the shape of this mouse. I mean, sure, it's like the competitor to the G502. I'll probably be doing a tier list video talking about all the Logitech mice I use. And yes, the G502, and I believe the G502X, the Wire Edition, is going to be in that video as well. But personally, I like this mouse a lot more than the G502 series. It does have Razer's Gen 2 optical switches, which feel nice. It has RGB, 8000 Hz polling rate capability as well. And overall, I think it's a good mouse, but the problem is you can't remove the DPI shifter button from the mouse, which is kind of annoying. This have rubber side grips, but I'm not bothered by them. I mean, sure, if you use a mouse that has rubber side grips for years, it's going to wear out, but personally I really do take good care of my stuff. does have these two buttons, one's for the hyper scroll wheel. And the Basilisk series has been out for before 2020 or 2019, I believe. And yeah, it's a really good mouse, and I do use this for editing. So if you see me edit, so yeah, if you edit parts, I do use this mouse. So that's what it's here. But because also like it's very expensive, I believe I got this mouse when I bought it was like $160, $180. So it's definitely not a cheap mouse. I mean, sure, I wouldn't recommend this for like first person shooter games because like it weighs over 100 grams. So that's why I put AIDS here. But personally, for editing it and like scrolling around through YouTube, it's really good because I really like the shape. I usually palm grip the mouse because of the shape of the mouse. So yeah, Basilisk VC Pro going to the A tier. What's not going into A tier is the Razer Basilisk wired. I don't remember what mine is. It could be the V2, V3. I don't remember. It does have the cable, which is kind of dumb. I mean, it's a heavy mouse with a cable. It does pretty much the same thing this does, just with wire. And I believe it's like, what, $40 or more? I mean, sure, you can still use the mouse for editing if you want to, but like, freedom of, but the wireless freedom with the V3 Pro is way better than just having cable. Sure, you have to charge this, but like, you can use wirelessly or wired. And the cable in this one isn't really that great either. So that's my garbage tier as well. Yeah, Basilisk, whatever one that's wired is for me that I have is going to garbage tier. Now on to the next mouse. Alright, so the next mouse is the Death Adder V2 Pro. This mouse is cool. I'm gonna be honest with you, I really love the shape of the Death Adder V2 Pro. And for me, I might sound crazy, but it's going God tier. One, I know it has micro USB and whatnot, blah 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 blah, with 8 grams. But the shape of it is just so good. I honestly prefer this over the Death Adder V3 Pro shape or Death Adder V4 Pro shape. I'm sorry I said it because like it's mainly for like people with like large hands. I mean, sure it does have Razer's Gen 2 optical switches, but like it's just I really like the shape of this mouse. I used to use this mouse a lot as well for gaming. It's like it's a really good mouse as well. Wireless, it has Razer's Focus plus 20K DPI sensor as well. And it's going to God tier because of the shape. I mean, sure, the release, I believe, like, I forgot how much it was. I can't really remember. But it's going God tier because it's one of my favorite shapes that Razer has ever created. So yeah, it's going to God tier, but now on to the next mouse. Next mouse is going to be the Death Adder V3 Pro. I'll probably say it's high. It's definitely an A tier, mainly because of performance, but 8,000 is polling great. But the thing is, like, I do not have the smooth touch coating on my version, on the black colorway. I got this in 2022. I still do have it on my desk. I mean, I still play games with it, but personally, I don't think the shape is as good as the Death Adder V2 Pro. I was gonna say like, it, Razer, if you're ever watching this, make a live version of the Death Adder V2 Pro, but it's just with the same shape and different sensor. That's all I'm asking. I mean, sure, it's a really good shape, but like, my palm does get a little bit uncomfortable with the Death Adder V2 Pro more than the Death Adder V2 Pro. I had less palm, not less palm. My palm was more comfortable on the original shape than the new shape. But it's still a good mouse, but personally, my Death Adder VC Pro does not have such coding, and yeah, And also the clicks are a little bit hollowed as well, so I'll put an 8 here. And now on to the next mouse. The next mouse is the Razer Viper Mini. Oh boy. Am I crazy to say that it goes into God tier even though it's under a completely new name under the Cobra line? And, and that Razer just released this mouse wireless with a magnesium shell for like $280 or $300. But when this mouse released in 2020, right, it was crazy. Like, for one, it's pretty much a Viper Ultimate just shrink down. And when I got this mouse, like, oh wow, I really like shape. Right, it has Razer Chroma RGB. Oh, and it had really good side buttons as well. The cable was really good. It has a DPI button. I mean, the sensor wasn't the greatest, but still for like $20, $30, or I believe 40, can't really complain. But it's not sure if I heard something right over there. And yeah, it's kind of sad that like why this like Razer released the Cobra lineup was the same shape as the Viper Mini and the Viper Mini Signature Edition, with the Viper Mini Signature being a $300 freaking mouse. That's just wireless with a magnesium shell. But I'm gonna got to because for the time it's like really awesome. Like, all right, and that's what we got here. But now we can get on to the next mouse. Next mouse is the Razer Viper V2 Pro. I'll put it above the Death Air VC Pro. For one, it's just like it's like a way better improved version of Viper Ultimate. Those rubber side grips, side vents are better. Coating was slightly better. I mean, it has a coarse matte texture, which a lot of people didn't really like, but personally, I found alright. Gen 2 optical switches, same sensor as the Death Adder V3 Pro and my Basilisk V3 Pro. And really, Razer really loves using the word Pro for some of the wireless mice. USB-C, like the Death Adder, like these two right here. And overall, it weighed like 58 grams as well. You know what's crazy? 58 grams for wireless mouse with no 58 grams for wireless mouse ever since 22. While the Super Light 2 weighs 58 grams. I mean, so sure, a lot of sixes like, oh, weighs 6-7 grams, but no, it weighs like 58 grams. Released a year later, and also still the off mouse skates, by the way. Dang, that's crazy. And also, what's it say? Struggle was good. Overall, to me, I mean, sure, it really sounded $50 in 2022, like the Death Adder V2 Pro did, but honestly, it was just like a much more improved version of the Viper Ultimate. But now we can get onto the final Razer mouse. Last one I'll be talking about is going to be the Razer Viper V3 Pro. This is a mouse I'm actually using right now, as you can see. It's pretty much a Razer Superlight. For one, it's like it's not as flat as the previous two, the Viper V2 Pro and Viper Ultimate. Still has the same clicks as the V2 Pro, but better sensor. The Razer Focus Pro 35K sensor, and also weighs 54 grams. But it's also the side buttons are improved. They're not like close together like on the previous two. Smoothest coating, probably one of my favorite coatings. I mean, sure, it is a fingerprint magnet if you get the black colorway. Supposedly, the white color is better, but personally, I am not bothered by this smooth touch coating. The skates are really good. I mean, look how big the skates are on the V2 Pro. And also, I mean, sure, this mouse I believe is released at 160 or the same price as the V2 Pro did. It does have the 8,000 Hz receiver included, which the Death Adder V2 Pro 983 included. You had to buy the receiver separately for these three, but personally, I'll be honest with you, the only polling rate the only polling rate I ever use is only 1,000 Hz. Alright. and also uh, and also there are some cool looking Pokemon colorways like the Gengar or the Pikachu edition, but I believe you do have to. And also you got the Faker edition colorway, and you got the Sentinels colorway. There's a lot of really cool colors for this mouse. I might have to pick up maybe a different colorway. Oh, the Razer Viper V3 Pro. But and yeah, so I mean, maybe we could see the Razer Viper V4 Pro on the horizon because it does have V3, not V3, V4 Pro released with the Razer Focus Pro 45K sensor, and we've seen some leaks about it too. And my hair is so messed up right now. Don't mind that. But yeah. So Razer Viper V3 Pro is a god tier mouse. And let me know, should I do a Final Mouse tier list or Razer Mouse tier list, or heck, even maybe a keyboard tier list as well. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.